My mom said over dessert. The clink of forks against porcelain plates pierced the air, sharp as a betrayal I didn't yet understand. My mother's laughter, brittle and forced, rang out across the dining room, her words still echoing in my skull. I wish you were never born. The table erupted in chuckles, my father's low rumble, my sister's nervous giggle, the awkward titters of cousins I barely knew. I sat frozen, my spoon halfway to my mouth, the chocolate mousse turning bitter on my tongue. They thought it was a joke, a dark quip tossed over dessert at our annual family gathering. But her eyes, locked on mine, held no humor, only a cold, deliberate edge that cut deeper than the words themselves. I put my spoon down, my hands trembling, and excused myself, the weight of her gaze trailing me like a shadow. In the dim hallway, I leaned against the wallpaper, its faded floral pattern rough under my fingertips. My heart thudded, a frantic drumbeat against my ribs. She didn't mean it, I told myself. She couldn't. My mother, who'd braided my hair as a child, who'd stayed up late sewing my prom dress, who'd cried when I got into college, she wouldn't say something so cruel without reason. Would she? The laughter from the dining room faded, replaced by the creak of floorboards and the faint hum of the refrigerator. I needed air, space, anything to shake the unease coiling in my gut. I slipped into the study, where my mother's desk sat, cluttered with papers and pens, a sanctuary of her private thoughts. I wasn't supposed to be here. Her desk was off-limits, always had been. But something pulled me forward, a nagging instinct I couldn't name. My fingers brushed the edge of a notebook, its leather cover worn soft from years of use. I opened it, telling myself I'd just glance, just reassure myself she was still the woman I knew. The pages were filled with her neat, slanted handwriting, lists, reminders, grocery notes. But then, a folded letter slipped out, the paper crisp and new, unlike the weather journal. My breath caught as I unfolded it, the words blurring for a moment before sharpening into focus. My dearest Ellen, I can't stop thinking about you. The way you laugh, the way you see me, it's like I'm alive again. Meet me tomorrow, same place, same time. I need you. It was signed with a single initial. My father's name was Robert. My stomach churned, a sickening lurch, as I reread the words, each one a needle under my skin. This couldn't be right. My parents, married for 25 years, with a picture of devotion, or so I thought. I sank into the chair, the leather creaking under my weight, and tried to rationalize it away. Maybe it was old, from before they met. Maybe it was a misunderstanding. But the date at the top, last week, marked my denial. Footsteps approached, slow and deliberate. I shoved the letter back into the notebook, my pulse racing, but the door creaked open before I could stand. My mother stood there, her face pale, her eyes narrowing as they landed on the open journal. "What are you doing?" Her voice was low, almost a hiss, but it trembled with something I couldn't place. Guilt, maybe, or fear. I was just... My voice faltered. The letter burned in my mind, its words branding themselves onto my thoughts. "Who's Ellen?" The question slipped out before I could stop it, raw and accusing. Her expression fractured, just for a moment, before she smoothed it into something unreadable. "You shouldn't snoop, Clara." She stepped closer, her perfume, jasmine, sharp and cloying, filling the space between us. "Some things aren't meant for you to understand." "Then explain it," I said, my voice cracking. "Explain why you'd say you wish I wasn't born. Explain the letter. Explain Ellen." My hands clenched, nails biting into my palms. I wanted her to laugh it off, to tell me I'd misread everything, to pull me into a hug and make it right. But she didn't. She just stood there, her silence louder than any confession. The air grew thick, the room shrinking around us. "You don't know what it's like," she said finally, her voice barely above a whisper, "to feel trapped, to love someone and hate them at the same time." Her eyes glistened, but no tears fell. "Your father is not who you think he is. And you are." I shot back, the words tasting like venom. "You're cheating on him, aren't you? With Ellen." The name felt foreign, heavy, like a stone dropped into still water. She flinched, but didn't deny it. Instead, she stepped closer, her hand reaching for mine. I pulled away, the betrayal sinking deeper, a blade twisting in my chest. Clara, I didn't mean what I said earlier. I was angry. I'm lost. Lost. I laughed, a bitter, broken sound. You don't get to say that. You don't get to hurt me and then play the victim. I stood, my legs unsteady, and pushed past her toward the door. But as I reached the threshold, I turned back, my voice low and trembling. I found the letter, Mom. I know, and I'm telling Dad. Her gasp was sharp, a sound of pure panic. But I didn't wait for her response. I walked out, the notebook still clutched in my hand, its weight heavier than ever. The dining room was silent now, the laughter long gone. As I stepped into the light, my father looked up, his smile fading at the sight of my face. I didn't know what I'd say, or how I'd say it, but the truth was a live wire in my hands, sparking and dangerous. And as I opened my mouth, I realized some betrayals don't just break trust, they shatter everything you thought you knew about love.